Okay, so now we need to go speak to Alpha Node. Continue on with this search. There you are, between the four of us. I dare say we've sled the Crystarium from top to bottom. Now we know what but wait for people to gather.
Yes, this looks to be nearly everyone. Let us begin, shall we? Though I am usually the first to hold forth at such events, I think on this occasion that honor should fall to you.
They would be more inclined to take the word of the Warrior of Darkness.
Indeed. In light of the subject matter, who better than thee to speak these truths?
Wicked White? The Warriors of Light did all that?
So they never... I mean, they only ever wanted to help. And when everything they'd done turned to ash, they still carried on.
They gave everything to stop the flood. First their lives, then their souls. And they managed it too, in the end. They saved us. And we cursed their names.
This should go a long way towards clearing the air. Impossible. I definitely see something. You don't think it's a ghost, do you?
Nay, yonder standeth no bloodless apparition, but a warrior of light and darkness both. Ardbert.
What in the world?
It's you! The one who slew the Eater!
That it should be the Warrior of Darkness who brought the truth to light. You've saved me a fair bit of time, though I have a few words of my own to say, if I may.
People of the Crystarium! I am Ardbert,
One of those you know as a warrior of light.
That's impossible. You should be dead.
Aye, that I should. But as the world has been given new life, so too have I. I know not why I, and I alone, have been gifted this chance. But I do know this. Only by the will of the star itself could such a miracle come to pass. The hero who stands before you now, the warrior of darkness, is not of this world. And the day will come when he must return to his home. But this land is our home. And if it is to remain so, now and forevermore, it is we who must protect it. The time to rely on saviors from afar has passed. It is you who must rise. You who must become the new warriors of light.
What? Us? Warriors of Light?
None of us were born heroes, my friend. I was only ever a man with a thirst for adventure. But wherever my journeys took me, I was invariably confronted with the same choice. To lend what aid I could to those in need, or not. And I always chose the former. Any one of you could do the same. All you need is the will to help your fellow man, and the resolve to see it through.
From thine own lips did we learn of Ardbert's fate, and by thy countenance I gather thou art not inclined to recant thy testimony. Yet whosoever this man may be, his words hold truth and resonate with the citizenry besides. For us to voice our doubts here and now would serve but to sow disquiet. 'Twere better we retired unto the ocular and there discuss this matter in private.
Go. I will stay here and watch.
So, that is a warrior of light of the first. I've not had the pleasure of making his acquaintance, but as you all seem to be in agreement, I gather this is no simple case of mistaken identity.
As far as I was able to discern, that was indeed Ardbert. It has been a long time, but not that long. Could he truly have been resurrected as he claims?
Ardbert did entrust his very soul unto thee. I see no reason to question thy judgment.
Nor I. To my eyes, your ether burns as brightly as the day you slew Emmett Selk. That is proof that he is with you still.
Yet that which standeth now before the people is far more than a passing imitation. I am reminded of the cardinal virtues, though a sin-eater he is not. Which leaveth but one plausible explanation.
That he is an Ascian.
Given their fondness for posthumous possession, I would have to agree. From what I understand, the Warriors of Light were laid to rest in Yulmore by those whom they had aided in life. At the time, some few still remembered them as heroes. Needless to say, 4 of them were subsequently exhumed to serve as the Virtues. And if one knew where to look, Ardbert too would not have been difficult to find.
Assuming then that this is indeed the work of an Ascian, my mind inevitably turns to the last remaining paragon to survive the Sundering.
Elidibus. That Xenos hath reclaimed his own flesh is known. Thus evicted from his borrowed form, and cognizant no doubt of Emet-Selk's failure here in the First, 'tis quite possible the emissary chose Ardbert for his next vessel.
Inhabiting the flesh of the fallen. My, that is unsavory. And they do this often, you say?
Verily, for they possess no corporeal forms of their own. In what one may term their natural state, none save those gifted with the echo can perceive them. Indeed, when Elidibus intruded upon the waking sands, his presence did go unmarked by all save Minfilia and the Warrior of Light. On that occasion I myself remained ignorant of his coming until after his departure. 'Twas only at a later juncture, when he deigned to appear before me in borrowed flesh, that I was finally able to take the measure of him. In such puppetry do the Ascians engage when they seek to influence the course of history.
And they have gained much by it. Emet-Selk single-handedly built the Garlean Empire in this manner, while the Hebrea came close to conquering Eorzea, having taken possession of Thancred's living body.
Yet it must needs be noted that the Ascians cannot avail themselves of all mortal vessels. For were they able to do so, none would serve as a better pawn than our own redoubtable champion. Mayhap the blessing of light shieldeth Hydaelyn's chosen from Ascian influence. Or mayhap other forces are at work. We cannot say for certain.
Whatever the reason, I hope it holds true. I dare not contemplate what might come to pass otherwise.
Is it not peculiar, then, that Ardbert's mortal remains should be susceptible, given that he was once a warrior of light? Or did the final departure of his soul make it possible, perhaps? Regardless, to hear an Ascian use him to call forth new warriors of light boggles the mind.
Elidibus hath ever been an enigma, his ostensible purpose being to preserve the balance between light and dark. When he made overtures towards me, however, I was afforded a glimpse behind the mask of the self-appointed emissary. I shall not defend mine actions, undertaken in pursuit of a better understanding of our foe as either wise or prudent. Nevertheless, what little I did glean may now prove useful. Elidibus possesseth a subtle mind, practiced in the art of manipulation. That he coaxed this star's most valiant heroes as far as the source with naught save half-truths is no trifling feat. And now I believe he doth employ his skills once more to some as yet unknown end.
Inbound.
Though naught is certain, should my suspicions prove true, we shall have need of all our wits if we are to uncover and thereafter thwart his plot.
Hey Hexy, thanks for the raid. How's it going, man?
Plain that simply speaking
Let me give you a
out
shout out
would not
here.
avail us. At best, it would only serve to confuse the people. And I would hesitate to do anything which might tarnish Ardbert's reputation once more, nor yours by association.
How is the games?
That being the case, it may be wise to keep a covert eye on this Ardbert's movements, as we attempt to discern his purpose and how best to mitigate his influence.
See you for fun today? You win most of your games? I thought about actually doing some Marvel, but I decided to go with more Final Fantasy.
His performance appears to have concluded. What now? Go back out and follow him?
Twould appear Master Alphino already hath pursuit in mind, and I suspect one pair of eyes shall better serve our cause than half a dozen. Let the rest of us maintain an inconspicuous distance, for the present at least.
Went punch your Ace and Crayons and played Call of Duty. Sounds about right for Marvel. I played one game before I got on this session. I did win, but just doing some post Shadowbringers MSQ right now. You did well to dispel the falsehood surrounding the Warriors of Light and their actions prior to the Flood, though I must say the reappearance of Ardbert, or rather one who appropriated his identity, was rather a curious development. He is an imposter, of that is no doubt, but to the masses he will appear as a hero returned from the grave. After the Warrior Light were laid to rest in Ulmor, the people prayed fervently for the gods to deliver them from their plight. Prayed that these fallen heroes be born again for their sacrifices. What better irony? I, for one, would like to know why Ardbert urged the people to become Warriors of Light themselves. Ere we take action, we must needs ascertain his intent. Yeah, I saw you were playing some Adam Warlock and then stuff like that, so maybe you brought him back. For now, I think it's best to appraise Thancred and Ryan of our efforts. When we do confront Ardbert, we shall no doubt have need of their strength. Agreed. I think it's prudent we all take measures to prepare for what's to come. Backlug and I will continue our research into how I might improve the spirit vessel, that it might one day carry you home. I think it's time I return to the Great Wood. Until now, everything we have learned of the Ascians has been handed to us at their leisure. But that is one of MS's unique failings. I have no reason to think Elvius will be as forthcoming. Fortunately, I recently received word from Farnu that Heath 4 unexplored chambers have been discovered deep within the Quintina Raval. Amulet believes that relics within tell a great calamity that befell an ancient civilization, that the Ascians perhaps. They may lead us to the truths we seek. Would you give us company? I wouldn't dream of going without you. How's it going, Maudie? When you are ready, make for Farnu. Alma and her sisters will be expecting us. Then let us be about our task. Pray give. What rank are you now, Hexy? You go pick up that at the Protector's Wood. Let's go grab that before we continue on with the main story here. So we're just going I'm too lazy to just walk there though. I'm gonna fly. Lillian could not come at a better time. Kuna and I have been given leave to explore beyond the borders of Yaxmija. As we know nothing of what lies past the borders of the Great Wood, I suggested she visit somewhere close to home, Slitherbar. For us to go alone would likely incite panic. In your company, however, they might be at ease. I apologize for his abrupt request, but we would be most grateful if you could introduce us to the people there. Then it's settled. We will await you at the Wild Feet near the entrance to Slitherbar. Okay, now that we got that, we're going to go over back to the main story quest here. Welcome, allies of Ronka. We have accomplished much since last you came. With the Light Warden dead and his minions dispersed, we have at last reclaimed our hunting grounds near Rakateka Falls. It was there that we discovered more ruins. Although we ran afoul of no traps while exploring its halls, we determined that the innermost chambers were warded by magic. We all in agreement, before any investigation could proceed, you should be summoned. We are grateful that you did. From what you have told me, I strongly suspect that the wisdom of the comrades and I seek can be found within. The wisdom could prove invaluable, for we may soon face a foe whose greatest asset is our ignorance. I see. Then it's good that you have come, for Ronka was once home to the greatest weapons, knowledge and understanding. It is our duty to ensure you and yours do not want for either. That said, we must proceed with caution. To have reached the inner chambers unmolested suggests a more formidable deterrent yet lies within. Come now, surely any threat sleeping within the ruins pale in comparison to those that have faced thus far. This is not a game, sister. You should not be so eager to run headlong into danger. Oh, and who was it pinning for the return of our allies that we might venture into their ruins, clutching your staff at night, wishing it were? You promised not to tell. Then I suggest we be going. Ooh, got her. Get back here. Remind me, exactly how old are you and your sisters? On second thought, perhaps is for the better, I do not know. Pray forgive their overzealous nature. None save we three have been privileged to escort you and yours into the ruins and bear witness to its secrets. Their hearts now burn with curiosity that is not easily saturated. Please, you don't need to apologize. As a seeker of knowledge myself, I understand full well their enthusiasm. And if not for your secluded efforts to protect the ruins, we would not be afforded this opportunity. Speak of which, I believe I have kept you away from the ruins long enough. Come, let's make for Quantina Raval. I think probably another dungeon coming up. It is most strange for these halls to be left unguarded. Have care when breaking the seal on the chamber door. Danger surely awaits us on the other side. Oh. Sweet. Now an actual dungeon. The story continues.
Come. Our new discoveries are to be found this way.
The people of Ronka are known to have venerated animals, but these features do not match those of any indigenous species. This is no common beast. Though that much is plain from its proportions.
Lifelike, is it not? One could almost imagine it breathed. Why you... Ugh.
This owl, by contrast, seems no different from the others we've seen.
The sealed door lies ahead. As you see, one statue is missing. I expect we are meant to replace it as before.
Too simple. There will be some additional defense mechanism. Just a moment. There are words carved into the stone. He who would disturb a hero's deserved slumber shall instead waken the beast and know his folly. Wait! Don't! What? But I only... What is happening?
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, it lives!
Why am I not surprised? Prepare yourselves.
Funky looking thing. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. to harass mortal upon sacred ground, in retribution foolish souls I have bound. Yet the heroes proven learned and wise, a comrade's soul shall be their prize. If you would see their set free, answer me these riddles 3. Oh boy. Riddles. Deaf of paw, with kin do I vie. Thou shalt apart, betterment of the whole, do your efforts decray. What am I? Let's see. Deaf of paw, with kin do I vie. Thou shalt apart, betterment of the whole, do our lives. The coral? As far as Oppo Oppo, seeing Korean student and spirit as all integrity. No. Not a good start. Riddles are not my strong suit. With fearsome fang I travel pack, together we find harmony, and thus peace, for our land does not lack. What am I? A wolf? On my belly do I crawl, by my strength does prosperity reign, with them in our hall. What am I? Snake? Be the dread serpent turn protector, lured to slumber, ere it terror whirls sunder, the real answer you did not discern. Blah blah blah. Tell you that I will acclaim, then we shall play another game. If that's a mind and memory, choose wisely, and you may all yet go free. Twist these talisman, hide friend and foe, choose your companions well, or sorrow no. It's gonna be this one over here. Yeah. Damn, I knew I should have gone with that one. Your cards are assembled together at last. Yet still there remains one trial you must pass. If you would glean the knowledge enshrined to this earth, I would take measure of it. One worthy of she who the Ronka's exile must be strong in mind, bodies, and soul.
bound to leave a mark! I will not hold back!
No mercy. Animate.
This, and that, and this! Gloves are off. Away with you!
Without here, the trials complete the way open, and thus I concede defeat.
Twould seem the magics have returned us. How polite. Now,
Very
what have
thoughtful.
we learned?
Ah, we were bound to run into a living statue eventually. And now we can open the door.
Open sesame.
He who would disturb a hero's deserved slumber.
Bunny hero.
A tomb, just as I thought. Befitting a hero.
She is Vis. Could it be the Archmage Tiuna? A legendary hero of Ronka, as you surmised. The tales tell of how she smote entire armies with a single incantation, so potent was her spellcraft. Though she ever fought in the name of peace.
I thought them no more than tales. To think she really existed.
Well, I for one always believed.
by the light of fallen stars, great power awakens.
Tiuna was not only a master of spellcraft. It is said she could see truths long lost and hear the voices of men's hearts.
Naught less than the echo. In which case, none of this is mere coincidence. A shower of stars setting the sky aflame. And in both this world and the Source, we find individuals within whom a mysterious power awakened at the sight. We can never unpick the why of it. Now, however, I believe we might. Does the scene depicted here not resemble the one we saw when we first ventured into the Katana Ravel? Moreover, does it not recall that which Emmett Selk invited us to witness in Amarot? The final days. If, as the Exarch's research suggests, soul and mind share a fragile yet profound bond, might it not be possible for an event to leave such a deep imprint upon the soul that it could be perceived eons later, given a suitable trigger? The echo defies explanation by conventional etherological theory, or shall we say modern etherological theory. But if it is a power that once belonged to the ancients, to souls yet undivided, it would seem I have entered the realm of pure speculation, and I call myself a scholar. I shall refrain from making any further wild claims until such time as I have evidence. Still, I cannot choose but be reminded of our experience in Amarot.
You must recall Emmett Selk's dying request.
Remember us.
History is learned, not lived. We have always protected the tales of Ronka, just as we have protected this place. But we are mindful of what our mothers taught us. We see the past through our own eyes, and speak of it with our own words. Thus do we come to understand it in our own way. But this is not the same as remembering.
Your mothers were wise. Though we witnessed the final days, our impressions could not fail to be colored by our own experiences and expectations. Those who lived through it would have perceived the event quite differently. We must bear in mind that it is no simple matter to keep the truth alive, or it will die with Emmett Selk and his kin. But we have disturbed Tiuna long enough. Fanau will serve similarly well as a venue for our contemplations.
By the pensive expression, I take it the tune was giving you much to think about. That is well. In time, the knowledge you have gleaned will lead to understanding and thus arm you for what is to come. Before you leave, however, I would speak again of the teachings of our forebears, of histories learned, not lived. The legend of Tiona and her exploits have been told countless times over the centuries, yet as it's handed from one generation to the next, the story changes. With each telling of the tale, there are new flourishes, details changed or lost. We can never truly know how she lived, for we were not there to see it. But we are here now to bear witness to your life. We have seen the change you have wrought, the echoes that will endure long after you are gone, and though it too will change in time, I swear to you, we shall do our best to preserve your story. I hope you'll forgive me if I don't make an oath of my own, but I think it goes without saying we can never misspeak of your heroism. Perish the thought, so long as we are here, there are none among the Viz who will not know of you done for Novrant. We are not deserving of such reverence, but are grateful all the same. You can be certain we have our own tales to tell of the great guardians of the Raktika and the ruins of Ronka. I pray you safe travels then, as ever. We shall await your return with open arms. Although we learned not of the Asians, the insight we gained into the Echo made our trip worthwhile. But for returning to Caesarium, however, there is a small matter I would attend to in Slitherbar. May I tell you to come with me? Thank you. After we arrive, we should have a brief word with Runar. Logan, it's good to see you. You arrived at the most opportune time. I was preparing a plot of my famous stew. Come, I will ready a place for you. I'm sorry, Runar, but we haven't the... Please, I insist. It will only take a minute. My apologies, Logan. It seems our return to Caesarium will be delayed. Perhaps only for a bit, if you assist me with my work. When I say work, but it's rather more a chore. I must clean my chambers here in Slitherbar from top to bottom. If you would be so kind as to go fetch a broom from Asgard, we might finish before Runar is done cooking. Asgir. Broom for Master Matoya? I can't imagine why she would have need of such a thing, but here you are. It is old but sturdy, and sure to suffice. She's going right on like a witch. Hee 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 hee. Just kidding. Show's great. Justice here was able to find a broom for us. Well worn. Good, this would prove difficult otherwise. Though I must say, I think I did rather well for not having a broom thus far. Why are they saying yes? Yes, well, you weren't buried beneath a versatile avalanche of books when you entered, were you? Right, anyways, it's time I finished cleaning with that help of broom. You didn't honestly think it'd do it the old-fashioned way. That broom is more than capable of sweeping by itself, or rather, it will be. Ahem. Time to rise, to switch and sweep, a tidy chamber you must keep. To this task you shall be bound, until no dust is to be found. In his one particular respect, I have no objections to following in Master Montoya's footsteps. In future, I may need you to remind me the pursuit of knowledge does not preclude other equally important duties, such as maintaining clean quarters for said pursuit. I dearly miss this place. These people. Master Montoya, pardon the interruption, but the stew is ready. Something troubling you? Been rather quiet. No, everything's fine, I assure you. It's been a long day is all. I see. Yashala, thank goodness you're still here. Alphonse, I thought you were following Ardbert. I was, though I'm sad to say I lost track of him shortly after entering these woods. He seems to turn to traverse every limb of Nordoran in his quest to spread the truth of the Warriors of Light and the Flood. And it seems news of your address at the Crystarium precedes him at every destination, making his task all the more simple. It remains to be seen to what end he encourages the people to become Warriors of Light themselves. But there's no denying that his words have struck a chord with many. Well, we're all agreed that this is just another assay employee, yes? They commandeered courses before, and to no good end. I see no reason to think this time is any different, especially when it's that of a fallen warrior of light. I doubt we'll learn more if we remain a step behind. His next destination is, in all likelihood, Slurbar. Elise, are you certain you should be here? If you're concerned about the Herlick and the others, you needn't be. Their treatment is going well, but progress is slow and exhausting for all of us. The best thing I can do now is let them rest, so I believe we are about to discuss how to arrange a meeting with our would-be Warrior of Light. Before visiting any towns or villages, Ardbert would hunt down and slay a nearby Sin Eater to earn the locals' trust. Our best chance of getting ahead of him is to find one before he does. Thankfully, Thancred and Rain are returned for an empty and have taken up the search. Right beneath, one may lurk beneath the wars of woven oath. Then that is where we start our search. Master Matoya? I warn Bowles too will be awaiting your return. I look forward to it. Okay. Now we're gonna go up to here. We'll talk to Thancred. Remember, if you're enjoying the stream, go ahead and, if you can, feel free to drop a like or follow or subscribe depending on where you're watching. I am on Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, and Kick right now. And feel free to drop a like or subscribe or follow, whatever. Or if you don't want to, that's fine as well. But everything helps.
If you were hoping to vent your frustrations on our Eater friend here, I can only apologize.
Few as they are now, it took us no time at all to track it down.
That suits our purpose perfectly. Now we need only wait for Ardbert to arrive.
Weren't you two meant to be attending to the empty?
We were, and are, but we can hardly ignore the rest of the world. So we thought we might see how things were coming along. From what we can gather, the answer is strangely.
Strangely.
Right now, we think we can do more good here.
It is heartening to have all present.
Indeed. We will be glad of the additional hands should matters escalate.
Our quarry has come.
It seems I've lost this particular race. Although I suppose it's only fair. When we first met, it was I who outpaced you. Ravana, was it? But where are my manners? I wouldn't be here were it not for you, and I have yet to say a word of thanks. Poor fellow. He will be sorely missed.
Very well. Let us forego this pretense. After all, it was never you that I needed to deceive. Yes, it is I. Elizabeth. Through your time in Emet-Selk's imitation of our home, I dare say you have gained a better understanding of my role since last we met. Not that it matters.
We understand your role, emissary, but not your goal. What is it that you seek to achieve?
Oops. That sucks.
Once, I would have said your goal was destruction alone. Now I understand that you fight for something you love, just as we do. Yet though we seem doomed to clash, I bid you consider Emet-Selk's final words. Remember that we once lived, he said. Had he not seen some glimmer of hope in our kind, I do not believe he would have spoken thus.
None better understood your plight than he. His words must surely be worthy of your consideration.
Emet-Selk. How very unlike you to err so gravely. That one should stray at the end of so onerous a path is understandable, but I had thought you above such weakness. Mayhap you thought the same. Would that I had been present to offer correction. But I shall do so now, as is my duty, and return all to its proper course. As for you, look at yourselves. Look at your history. Look back 100 short years to how your greatest warriors were undone. And now, at but a word from me, you raise your hands in answer like the puppets you are. Naught has changed. You fail, and you fail, and you learn nothing. Allow that which is most important to slip through your fumbling fingers like so many grains of sand, again and again and again, and you would remember us. You do forget yourselves. There is no common ground to be found between you and I, nor do I require any. I have my duty.
Wait!
Well, we have confirmed the identity of our foe at least, and 'tis safe to say his objective is the rejoining.
But we still have no idea how playing the part of a warrior of light will further his cause, nor why he would spur others to do the same.
Another visit to the Tempest may shed some light upon these mysteries. Whether we are to exchange words or blows with Elidibus at our next meeting, the fact remains, we know too little. Ere our paths cross again, I would learn more of the world that once was, and of Elidibus himself. In this, we would be best served going directly to his home, much as Emet-Selk came to ours.
Though I see the wisdom in thy suggestion, the Amarot we visited is but a phantom born of Emet-Selk's memory. I fear it will teach us little that we do not already know.
I quite agree. Yet the ruins of the actual city remain unexplored. Given the vastness of the Tempest, I should not be surprised were there more such structures like to those in which the Ondo reside.
There's ought to be learned I want to know. Yeah, we'll go with that option. I thought about being the funny one there, but...
A man after my own heart.
Assuming we are all in agreement, then I suggest we first pay a visit to the Ondo. If anyone can tell us where more ruins are to be found, it is them.
Okay, to the Ondo we go. Everyone has the right of it. Let us pay visit to the Ondu. We should speak with Tolish first. As chieftain, he is doubtless privy to great many secrets. Alright, so we're going to head over to Tosh-Oth, talk to them, see what they say for runes. I have sent no finless ones. Perhaps you instead come seeking something of us? Runes which your kind have yet to explore. I see. I know of one such place. At last, under these circumstances, I am afraid we can spare none to guide you there. And what circumstances are these? Rather than hunt for our own meals, the Bethos have pillaged our stores of Mirth liver. They must be replenished with haste. At Thanatos, a particularly violent tribe of Ondu, if I recall. Band of bottom feeders. We all lost much in the flood, but while others worked to rebuild, they resort to thievery and murder. Revenge they call it, when they prey upon your kind. But do not be fooled. They care not who they harm, but we have the warrior to challenge them. This is not the first time they have stolen from us, but there is no resource more perilous than liver. All must dedicate themselves to the hunt. Unless, of course, we were to reclaim the livers for you. It seems a fitting payment for vital information, does it not? Moreover, one could argue that by employing Bismarck to reach these depths, thereby driving back the waters, we are in part responsible for the deeds of those driven to desperate ends by the changing climes. Yeah, we'll do it. I thought you might say that. You've never been one to miss an opportunity to help. Reclaim the stores it is, then. We'd be grateful beyond words if you did. The Bethos has surely taken the livers back to the Flanders floor, but be warned, there will be no shortage of guards waiting for sphere intruders. Then we have care not to draw their attention, shall we? Or we get all the attention and kill them all. Okay, so we need to go... No, that's a different mission. We gotta go up there. Fly underwater. Makes a lot of sense. Flying a ways away, that's for sure. No reward, the northern slope. Oh, found it. Where's sleep bag? Oh, there's more over there. Considering each sack in turn, you find all that are filled with wheat down to the bottom. You find raw wheat and unpleasantly pointy. Okay, well, let's go check out this one. Vegetables, not livers. I think that'd be about the one time vegetables would be ideal. Would be preferable. Bulbous bag. Found the livers. You want some liver? Well. Are those them? Perhaps you detected this already, but it seems that Bethros has been raiding Killstone's storehouses as well as those of the Ondu. Oranges, pumpkins, wheat. But we can discuss this after we see the liver safely back at Toshath. It won't do to keep him in suspense. Alright. Let's not waste our time flying back. We'll teleport back. Better things to do than wasting time flying back and forth. I need my dune grapple. I really need to see you unspeared. Here you go, here's your liver. Our precious livers, I knew you would not fail. We also found all manner of food stuff from Clusa in the Flounder's floor. Tell us, does that seem odd to you? Is it brazen, to be sure? I'm reminded of rumors I've heard recently concerning a rash of thefts from Clusan warehouses. The perpetrators enter in the dead of night and are gone before anyone has realized what has happened. The Ulman army has been investigating, but thus far to no avail. Perhaps the reason they have struggled so is that the quarry is of the sea. The true question then is what we mean to do about it. Much as like to proceed to the ruins without further delay, we cannot allow the Bethanos to carry on as they are. If I may, I believe that the ruins are, in fact, key to Bethanos' plans. Is that so? These ruins, which lie deep within the illuminated land, are a recent discovery. We have seen signs that the Bethanos are preparing to claim them all in haste. We cannot fathom why, but in light of the knowledge that they have been stockpiling resources, it's clear that their queen will soon give birth. They require space to raise their young, and food for both queen and hatchlings to thrive. Well, we can hardly fault them for that. Under normal circumstances, perhaps, but conditions and temps are far from suitable for spawning. Resources barely able to sustain our current population. There's only one reason they would disregard this. They seek to build an army, and with it take revenge upon the Finless. It is not a surprise they came to us long ago seeking allies for the cause. We rebuffed them, of course. The suffering of others will not serve as balm to their own. Their queen, however, desires only bloodshed, and will gladly send her children to die in our stead. In the planning of wage war, that changes matters considerably. Indeed. I doubt that this can be resolved without violence. Perhaps with a show of force we can convince them to see reason before the die is cast. Rather than not risk your people in the tent, if we travel to the illuminated land, is there a way we might identify the ruins ourselves? Yes, once you reach this desk, go deeper still. You'll see a monstrous structure there upon the seafloor. That they have come to us now is the will of the ancient ones. They have guided you here, that you may drive out the spurs, those who seek to use their magnificent creations with vile purpose. I have no doubt that they will show you the way forward. I'm afraid the dead do not speak quite so clearly. Nevertheless, we shall try not to disappoint. That seek lead deeper still. Beyond Ornament, I would call upon the assistance of another. Our course has been decided. To pursue it, we must need beseech the aid of a friend. I speak of Bismarck. Pray follow me to Solon, that we might seek audience with him once more. Rawr. Steal my cool smell. Not saying much though, seeing I haven't really gone mount hunting. What I need to do, really. From here, we press onward to the Isle of Ken. I myself shall proceed on foot. You perfected your technique then? Just so, the water will be glass beneath my feet, and beneath perches fragile yet true. Watch closely. Oh, I certainly shall. Forgive me, but it would not be easier to perfect your swimming technique? Aye, 'twould be a pity if you drowned truly. Oh hush, I'm sure it'll be brilliant. He's done it. Incredible. And splash. You're a ranger. For the love of. That was great. My apologies. That technique requires the first of focus, and mine was lacking. The perfect of this magic, I went so far as to deal with the Thoth, and with their aid mine efforts finally met with success, albeit on a single occasion. I think we might have to find out a boat. I know not why I cannot repeat it. I thought I saw you waver a bit towards the end there. Perhaps you're simply tired? Tancred? Something to worry about, only a dizzy spell. Don't mean not be wise to go for another swim just now. Thankfully, we have an alternative. A wonderful little invention. I'm certain you'll agree. Hey, look at that. It's a boat. I'm on a boat. I'll mention Bismarck's aid on our behalf. Let us pray my diplomacy proveth more effective than mine experimental magics. You speak with the voice of the king, little neighbors. I will not deny you. As before, if you seek what sleeps beneath the sea, I will be your guide. Thy kindness is boundless as death's serene one. Before we depart, however, I would ask a favor. After our last flight, I found many creatures linked to me. I am itchy. Remove them, and I will take you below. Hey, Mike, thanks for the raid, man. How's it going, dude? With all haste shall it be done. Buffalo Wild Wings calls to you. I, though I agree to favor a kind, regulate does not one I possess the power to grant. Bismarck has asked us to cleanse his underbellies of barnacles. You going with anyone, or you won't stop asking? So you guys heading then? Alas, one needs to dive beneath the surface to do so. Even if I could master the power to walk upon it, it will avail me not. Me? No, I'm not going. I'm in pajamas. Oh, for heaven's sake, is that all? Logan and I are more than capable of that. Well, dude, it's past 9 o'clock. With Conjure's blessing, we'll have done it with the moments. And better that than standing here and listening to this nonsense. I'll take the right you left. Now go. Ring's got other plans. It's 9 o'clock. I'm in pajamas already. And I gotta go camping tomorrow. I already bought Mexican also earlier. I am in your debt. How's Baldur's Gate? Well, if no one's going to Buffalo Wild Wings, are you going by yourself? Or you want to hop on and do some Final Fantasy? Gonna go by yourself? It is Tuesday at least. Meditate on the meats. You know, Mike, if you're trying to do your diet, you probably shouldn't go to B-dubs. But they fry their chicken, Mike. Fried chicken isn't. And their sauces definitely aren't. Lies. Would I lie to you, Mike? What? No, I wouldn't do that. Thine efforts are more sincerely appreciated. I will inform Bismarck that we may depart without further delay. I did see that, actually. And that alone made me tempted to go earlier. But I'm in pajamas. And I don't want to leave. Much better. Thank you, little neighbors. I remember a long time ago, another did this favor for me. After the flood, when I chose this spot for my slumber, he came and made a home on my back. Kin was his name. When I grew itchy, I stirred, but he was not afraid. No, he asked me what was wrong. I told him of the creatures clinging to my belly, and he dove into the water. He helped me. He was my friend. He told me he wishes to live in peace, away from his people and their wars. This I understood. Alright, enjoy your wings, man. I'll talk to you later. I treasured our time together, brief though it was, brief though it always is, but I remember him and how he laughed when he flew. Make sure you eat enough Jamie jalapeno for me. But the light fades and the darkness returns. Kin sleeps but in memory. He laughs and together we fly. And I am here. I am awake. It feels good to speak and to be heard again. It's a shame others cannot understand me. If thou art willing to learn, I would gladly teach thee the language of man. Thank you, little friend, but it is time I grant you your request. But first I will take flight to cleanse my body and prepare. The dive will be swift, and I would not have you struck by errant debris. So this island was named for a man. How easily the past is forgotten. He passed not even 100 years ago, yet the truth has slid from history like so many grains of sand. Might I have some explanation of what he just said, or shall we all stand about making vague, mysterious allegations? While he maketh ready to deliver us unto the destination, Bismarck bade us wait for him on the shore of Calusa. That's all? I felt as though there was more to it. Indeed there was, but it has no bearing on the task at hand. I should be glad to share the rest with you on Aeon. Fine, later then. If business requires time to prepare, might I suggest a short respite for your injury and Thancred in particular? If I were no such thing, I am a picture of perfect health. Mine was but a momentary lasting concentration. Worry not on my account. You mustn't push yourselves, so please rest for me. Oh, alright, if you insist. You too, Logan. You've been running yourself ragged. There's no point in arguing. In that case, I leave the old men in your care. The rest of us will meet you at the Split Hall Aeon. Word of ice never let us show. When she realizes she struck a nerve, she remembers. By the gods, she remembers. In any case, if we must make to rest, I know a place in Sullen that's better for it than most. Come with me. May as well have a seat. We won't want our elder knees to give out. To hear her speak, you'd think I'm on my deathbed. By the 12, I wish that girl wouldn't worry so much. Thy countenance bellies thy words, Master Thancred. I'm sure I don't know what you mean. Let the record show that I am here under protest. Though I cannot say I mind the view. And if the abundance of anglers is an indication, even an amateur might land an impressive catch. Shall we try our hands at it? Hell, someone! Quickly! It's Nightshade. He was attacked on the road from the Crystarian. Barely escaped with me life. So you might have predicted this. You mean you hope for free? Thank you. If I remember correctly, Nightshade is a local band of outlaws. I doubt they'll trouble us over much. No more than they already have by enrolling our relaxation at any rate. These two have matters well at hand by the looks of it. I'll not forget this kindness when we meet again. that you, sir? Don't tell me we just deprived that poor fellow the honor of being rescued by the warrior darkness. We had no idea you were in the area. Fancy us meeting again so soon, eh? Why, I believe I even recognize your companion. Ah, yes, from the infirmary. You had a message for the Crystal Heirs, did you not? This is you back on your feet, and on patrol no less. Oh, it's nothing as official as that. Strictly speaking, we're off duty. But as we had a free moment, we thought we'd give a few of the less traveled roads a look. The guard doesn't have enough hands to patrol them regularly, you see. That's admirable. There's so few devoted to their duty, in Lakeland or beyond. Well, we've been talking about it for a while, and neither of us is satisfied with just seeing it out our service. It feels like we could be doing more. Like we should be doing more. It's all about having the will to help your fellow man and resolve to see it through. Sorry, sir. I got beat overside the other day. Couldn't get my words out. The name's Vonderin, sir. I am with the guard, but I don't just want to protect Lakeland. I want to protect the lot. Just like the warriors of light. Sadly, our duties prevent us from venturing too far from our own little corner of Norvrant. What we really like to do is travel, to better ourselves, and go where the need is greatest. Everyone has to start somewhere, don't they? For now, if we stop Nightshade from robbing the odd fisherman, then that's what we'll do. Well, future heroes of the first, do you think? They want not for spirit, 'tis but pity they draw inspiration from so clouded a wellspring. Of us not to fret in idleness, we must need press on if we are to bring Idolus schemes to light. The sprite was cut short. I dare say we are all eager to avail ourselves of such knowledge as the runes may hold. Aye, and doubt for a computation of Idolus machinists will be conductive of relaxation. We may as well make for the split hole now. Starting to get tired though. All present. Now we need but wait, Bismarck's coming. This time, pray make ready. Endless and Nailer now available. Wish Mike was getting on. And I might be able to find some people to do it, but the FC is getting low, looks like. So let's see. Let's go do this one, I guess. Actually, we'll start with this one, actually. Go do these purple quests. Do these purple quests and then we might call it a night there. How may I help you? As this beast was like no other, you say, judging by the description, it may very well be one of the new types of fauna being created by the researchers of the Academia and I dare. As such, this matter is out of my purview. I suggest you take claims to the Borough of Architect, or better yet, speak with the Academia Scholar directly. You'll find the Academia and Dealer in its public office to the south of the building. This mysterious beast is one of their experiments, then they will surely have more information to offer you. I can't fly. Always better when I can fly. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Everything night and day. Hee Okay. Welcome to Pablo Os's Academia Anner. The hollowed halls of the Academia itself are restricted to accredited scholars. My apologies, I'm not mistaken. Your residency was arranged directly by Emmett Selk himself. As such, you have been granted special dispensation to enter our prestigious institution. May I ask what has prompted your visit to us with us today? I see. Yes, that particular creation is under our supervision. If you would like to confirm the beast's containment yourself, then might I suggest a tour of the grounds? Our head researcher is in residence and may be available to answer questions about the experiment you described. Your zeal for knowledge is impressive in one so young. I do implore you, however, to be careful inside Academia. Mind you touch, and try not to distract the other researchers from their work. Finally, you must insist you report to me on your return. It won't do to lose track of our little visitor. This way, if you please. Academia and Dare are now accessible. Okay, we got another one done. Okay. We're going to do that one first. To the factory entrance we go. Just think, machines equal to man. No, perhaps even greater. If we can find the key, we can figure out how they work. We can fix 2P and then... And what? Slow down and use your head. How are we to know that any of what she said was true? Oh, so you'd have us sit on our hands instead and pursuing the untold power that sleeps in these ruins, twiddle our thumbs while others race ahead and claim the prize? I intrigued as you are, but will not have us put our blind faith in someone we've only just met, particularly someone met in such wild claims. Were we to bring the key to her, there's no telling what she might do with it. If you want to be a coward, be my guest. I'll be boldly forging a path forward, as, if you recall, we plan to do, and we can secure 2P's continued assistance all the better. What about you? You can either dive into the great unknown with me or stick it on one toe at a time like a beardless baby. Friendly. Don't fret about crying. He's silly downright and crawling back eventually. There's so much that we can learn here about these ruins, living machines, and 2P is the best source of information we've got. We need to seize the opportunity while we can. So are you coming or what? I knew it. Fortune favors the bold. Well, that was a bad move. Should I do it again? Not really. These plot devices may be part of the place, but they don't seem to be very particularly murderous. As far as things in here go, we should be able to use them for the furries further in again. Alright, before we go any further, you remember these old boxes? They seem to enable etheric transference. If we get lost, it should be a simple matter to teleport back to the entrance using one of these, so don't worry your parody head about becoming trapped down here. And with that said, throw caution in the wind and go forth and investigate. In the moment, the very instant that you find something to note, make sure that you show it to me. Got it? Isn't that creepy with all these bodies laying on the ground? Found something, haven't you? Well, I bet that whatever it is part of a great air hole. Let's see if we can find other pieces. I might be able to resemble it if I had any idea what it meant to be. Rusty, what's it? I think I should go check up here first real quick. Harness thingamajig. Okay, some more parts. Oh, look at all these. Hard to say for sure whether we have everything until we can crack at reassembling, of course, but it's a start. In this pod, I've been wanting to take one of these apart. Did you hear something? Function resumed. Initiating repair process. Alert, multiple life forms detected in proximity. But no kidding. Life forms would be, as I presume, interesting. Still function, there's no need to disassemble it, pity. Still, I say we take it back with us. Any judgments? No, of course not. So let's get on with it. Oh, what's this? Hey, so, how you climb back up here in that state? Well, you're the one I want to work with 2P. I'm sure she would say to destroy them for good. What do you say? Oh, brother, you know me too well. We take him with us, of course, just in case. Be our little secret. Coming out, we heading back out. I want to perform proper analysis on these parts as soon as possible. I don't blame you if you want to look around a bit more first, though I had you best share your findings. It's about time. You know these parts we found? Well, I managed to cobble them together into a decent approximation of something. I was hoping that if I got basics right, the pod could tell us what it's meant to be, but it won't stop repeating, processing, and beeping at me. It worked when it was analyzing us, so theoretically it should be up to the task, but it seems we'll have to wait for it to finish whatever it is doing. If I have to take my tools to it, but if I can't put it back together, we'll be back to square one, so patient it is. In the meantime, we have quite a bit of other data to analyze, so much in fact that I'm certain we'll need a considerable amount of time, uninterrupted time to work, if you take my meeting. I'm telling you, keep the chief off our backs for a while. I don't care how, say that his house is on fire if you like, or put it to the torch if you're not comfortable with lying. Kinda tempted to call it a night there. I won't be on until at earliest Sunday at this point. But it might be more likely Monday night. If I do get on Sunday, it'd be during the day. But, you know, feel free to drop a follow, a like, subscribe, you know, whatever on whatever platform you're on. I am on the 4 platforms. Light mysterious machines from the ruins will kill us all ho, I suppose. Sorry, it's been a lot to take in. Do you manage to keep our local miscreants out of trouble? It's true when it comes to mechanical contrastions, you find none cleverer than those who are more observative. Anyone's skill solving the mystery of these ruins is them. Much as I hate to say this, we should leave them with their own devices for now. Lolly, what a convincing tiny entrance, ho. I was just thinking that I ought to send someone to check on Ong and Kong. Still poking and prodding at those what's-its you dug up in the ruins, which is all well and good until one of them sets off another explosion. Thank you. You know I get when they're curious about something. Not to mention that our annual carnival is fast approaching. There's plenty of ones doing before we're ready. I know it's two to start pulling their weight. While looking in on them, remind them that they got duties outside tinkering with rusty thingamabobs, will you? Maybe listen if it's you doing the nagging. They seem to respect you, much as they respect anyone. Must be all the violence. You find them in tunnels, of course. Can't lure them out there for love nor money. And believe me, I've tried. What the crap was that? Oh, there, I can't believe this. I waited through days of processing, broke multiple tools, and after all that, a stupid son of a hob swiveling. Now, not everyone's privy to your inner thoughts. Allow me to explain. The pod confirmed that this device grants the users access to some sort of weaponry, which presumably means that indeed the key of which 2P spoke. Unfortunately, no sooner had we gotten it working than it stopped again. Based on our previous experience, we assume that it's run out of power and will require some injury source. So let's hurry up and find one. The sooner we get the key working, the sooner we can pulverize our enemies. Now wait just a moment. We aren't even certain what sort of weaponry is involved here. Even if we get the key working, we shouldn't activate it willy-nilly. Honestly, Kong, the ceaseless whining of yours is why we never make any progress. It's not whining, it's being ethical and prudent. Why not both? What are we talking about? Ah yes, why am I right? I agree that there's still too little to know about the machine life forms and androids, but that is precisely why I need to seize this opportunity. If we claim the weaponry for ourselves, we'll know exactly what the enemy's capabilities are. Then, and only then, can we protect a village from comparable technology. Fine, I see your point. We'll be safer in the long run if we activate the weaponry sooner rather than later. Or else I'll probably have dropped dead from trying to keep up with you. Haha, you say that, but you're far too stubborn to die. That's why I can always count on you. You too, most loyal and lethal assistant, come along. We have a power source to find. It's about time. I've been considering what we need in order to power the key. A hefty chunk of crystal from Knocker ought to do it, though I haven't quite worked out how we divert its energy for our purposes. Kong and I will think of it on wiring your head over to Hollows and liberate the crystal. Find us when you're back from Karma. Alright, on that note, I think that's a good point to stop here. So I think we're going to find someone to raid here. We're going to go ahead and stop kicking YouTube here.